Oh, looks like you're going to be doing some burpees. One more minute for Coach Ian. Oh. And now, because you paid twice, you get to go dunk them anyway. All right. All right. Here we go. Ooh, a little high. One more time. Oh, good try. Good try. All right, here we go. You got sick of 3 times, won't be a backup anymore. One more. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, that's it for Coach Ian. Coach Ian's done. We got another contestant coming up here shortly. One more. All right. Oh, Goliath is going to throw a ball. Oh, let's see this.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be in the World Wide Web. Welcome to Giants Blitz. It's our show about all things football right here at ChilliwackGiants.com. I'm your host, Tim Amy, and we're coming to you live from Townsend Park in beautiful Chilliwack, British Columbia. It's our 25th anniversary celebration of Friday Night Lights. And at the field, you'll see behind us, the teams are getting ready. We've got the tunnel and the inflatable helmet. On the other side, of course, we have the dunk tank. We have the bouncy castle. We have food trucks. We have tons of people here having a wonderful evening celebrating a quarter century of community football right here in Chilliwack. And for this very special event, courtesy of Wayne Bjorgi, I'm going to don a very special article of clothing here. Just bear with me for a second. I'm putting on the official, very first Chilliwack Greyhawks cap. I hope I look okay. Bringing out the sepia in my eyes. There we go. The team originally in 1992 was called the Greyhawks. There was another community association called the Steelers. Eventually everybody merged, became friends, and the Giants were born, and we haven't looked back since. Now, tonight we have a wonderful matchup between our two junior bantam teams. We have JB Red taking on JB Blue, a rematch of coaching staffs from 2 years ago for Pee Wee. Re-emerging here tonight for a Titan Battle Royale. But before we get that started, our special guest, Mr. Scott Wilkins right here.
Hello.
Our Bantam coach. We have a fantastic Bantam program this year. How many kids on your roster?
As of today, we have 40 players on our roster.
40 players.
40 players.
4-0.
Yep.
That is a fantastic squad for our Bantam program. We're very, very excited.
Yes.
You've got
some
great kids from returning Bantams last year.
Yep.
You have your junior Bantam squad that won the Valley Championship, went on to the Provincial Championship, lost a very tough game. Excellent game. But you learn and you grow as a player.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your squad. How are things looking so far?
I think we're looking okay. We're looking pretty good. We got a lot of skill on this team. We're not huge. We're not going to overpower anybody, but I think skill-wise we're going to be okay. The kids are great. They put in a long summer of work, and we finally get going tomorrow.
And what time's your game tomorrow?
Tomorrow's 3:45 here.
Right here, Townsend Park. And who are you playing?
We are playing the West Side Warriors.
West Side Warriors.
Yeah. And it's been tough to scout on them because I have found no film online.
Well, I recall last year going into the Valley, into the Provincial Championship, suddenly all your stuff from YouTube vanished from the internet.
I don't know how that could have happened.
A week or so before the game. I don't know how that could have happened.
I don't know
Okay.
how that could have happened.
Let's focus on this season.
Yes.
Of your returning players.
Yep.
Who are you liking so far?
Of the players who played for
Bantam,
the Thunder
Bantam last year for the Thunder, yeah.
Oh, we got Jack Saunders, who's always a horse. Ethan Paisley, he's going to be a starting center. We got three players from Abbotsford. Two of them are returning from last year who played with Coach Matt last year.
Nice.
Yeah, and we got, I don't know, we're going to be good.
We're going to be good. Who's going to be a starting quarterback?
Starting quarterback as of today is Josh Jansen.
Josh Jansen.
Yep.
Very nice. Very cool. Now, you coached the junior Bantams team. About almost half your boys moved up, aged up around?
Yeah. We got, I think there's 20 of them.
From JB last year.
Yeah.
Now, who do you like your returning players? We talked about this before going on air.
Yeah.
Who your junior Bantam boys are coming up as starters? Who you like and who's impressing you?
All of them. They're all impressing me. You know, I'm very cryptic. No, look, the junior Bantam players are moving up. They're going to have a learning curve to go through this year. I thought we played a pretty good game at Chili Bowl for a good test for them. Tomorrow will be the big test.
Yeah.
Going against the full squad, not trying to hide anything for the season. No, there's going to be a learning curve for a lot of them, for pretty much all of them.
Right.
Even our best player from last year, he's going to have a learning curve too.
Logan Buckwitz.
Trying to stay away from traffic, and he's not going to be the biggest player on the field.
No, that's a transition. Every time you age up, it's a transition.
Exactly.
Logan's a big kid. You always see him, but he was overpoweringly strong last year, and those days are pretty much behind him. He's
going against kids in grade 10 now, and there's some big pieces of beef out there.
Now, physically, strength-wise, speed-wise, I'm sure he can keep up. But, of course, mentally, it's another game.
Yeah.
So when you have an all-star like a Logan Buckwitz, like a Grayson Frick,
Yeah.
your own son Jackson coming up, how do you get it into their heads that it's a whole new game at a whole new level to make them really understand?
We coach them all summer about it, telling them it's a difference, and they know from moving from Pee Wee to junior bantam. That was a big step. It was a learning curve for them. So we just said the same thing. You're coming up to bantam. You know there's going to be a lot more trash talking. You know there's going to be a lot more late hits.
Yeah.
You just have to learn how to mentally fight through it, and that's what we've been talking about all summer. Is they have to be mentally strong to play this year.
Yeah. Now, telling them in practice is one thing. Executing on the field is something else. They've only played the one exhibition game, like you said.
Right.
So, I guess patience is kind of the virtue right now.
Just be patient. Trust in the system. Trust in the work we've put in through the summer. And if they trust in that and they trust in themselves and they trust each other as a team, we should be okay.
All right. Now, the Valley kids from the Valley Thunder, it was a great opportunity for a lot of kids to play football who otherwise would not have been able to play.
Yeah.
Chilliwack merged with Abbotsford, got kids information.
Right.
The systems didn't merge in terms of coaching and stuff like that, so they had a bit of a rough season. Fair enough, it happens.
Yeah.
You had a great season, junior bantam, only losing one game all season.
Yeah.
The game, unfortunately, but only one.
Yeah.
So how do you take a group of kids that didn't win any games and a group of kids that only lost one game? How do you mold that and push that into this season and success this season?
One statement. Last year didn't happen.
Yeah.
For either squad. Last year's last year. We're moving on to this year. We're coaching them to be champions this year, and that's our goal. I've told the kids my goal is December 3rd. They can have all the goals they want. My goal is for them to be playing on December 3rd, and that's it. Last year, no matter what, they were 0-10 or 12-0. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This year's fresh, clean.
Fantastic. 3:45, Westside Warriors, right here at Townsend Park. Some bantam football, and I know I'm excited. Giants are back at bantam. It's going to be a 6-squad, 40 kids. This man can handle it. He's got a great coaching staff, and one of those coaches, Mr. Matt Paisley, is going to join us right now. Scott, I just want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Scott will be in the dunk tank in a couple of minutes, so get your
right.
quarters ready. So come, I'm going to grab that headset
Thanks,
from you. Thank you very much.
You bet, buddy.
Go Expos, go. Mr. Matt Paisley, the defibrillator, my man. Where's the whiteboard, Matt? No whiteboard.
No whiteboard tonight.
No whiteboard tonight. Okay, you are the O-line coach?
Yeah, you bet.
And you you were a head coach last year for the Thunder.
Yep.
How excited are you for this season this year?
You know, so I had a great time with the Valley Thunder last year, but man, I'm a Giant, right? I'm a Giant at heart, and as much as I loved last year and had a great experience, being back, being able to walk across this field, you know, and just feeling, hey, I'm back home, right?
Right, the
I'm
Giant
pretty excited.
blue.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, O-line, we've had this discussion on Giants Blitz before.
Yeah.
The importance of an O-line. It will help define your offense. Talk to me about your O-line and who you like and how they shaping up.
So this year I'm pretty excited. We have 2 6-year starters returning, which is good. I mean, our center, 6 years, never played another position. Quarterback of the offensive line, he knows what he's doing.
And that's your boy?
Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
And then my left tackle is for the Valley Thunder was actually our MVP last year as a left tackle, and that's Avery Ade, and he is dynamite.
Fantastic.
And so anyhow, we got 2 great returners starting. But I tell you what I'm most excited about, and I've got some good kids that came up from the championship team last year, you know, from Scotty's team.
Junior Bandom.
But man, there's one kid you got to look out for.
Okay.
Cole Kelly.
Cole Kelly.
6'2" of mean. and I tell you, this kid is just he's raw, you know, he's just physically gifted, and he's exciting to watch, and he wants to learn. And we're in for a treat this year when you see him play.
6'2", he's tall? Is he big? Is he solid?
No, you know, he's see, I'm not all about the big heavy guy, right?
Okay.
I like I've told you before, I like those kids that can move. Cole's probably 6'2", maybe 210.
That's not bad.
215.
Oh, okay.
But he's strong, and he's got great feet. feet are important. We all know that.
We know the feet.
And so I tell you, man, he's an athlete, and that's what we need. We got a great athlete there.
You can't coach size.
No.
So you get some size, you work with them. Okay. So you guys are 345. How sweet is it for you? You had it was a good experiment last year with the Thunder.
Yep.
Because otherwise a bunch of kids would not have been able to play football.
That's what it was about.
It was
kids
tough.
Playing. Yep.
So this season you were Scotty. You've got returning players. You've got guys you've coached. You got guys Scotty coached. Just talk to me about the excitement bubbling up inside of you, ready to roll.
So haven't slept in 3 days. No, in all honesty, we've coached together. This group has coached together before. 2 years ago, when I had coached the junior bantam team,
right.
We were all together. And last year, I kind of went to Scotty and said, "Hey, I need a break." So we worked out what we had to do because I knew the program he runs, right? And I tell you, I talked with my D coordinator and my backs coach and the guys that came up with me, and they were pumped too because we're all such good friends.
Right.
And you can see it out there, right? Like we get in first downs and the coaches are hugging one another.
One game. They played one game.
We played one game, and it felt seriously for us. It felt like we'd won the Super Bowl.
That's nice.
And little anecdotal story for you. The kids that played for the Valley Thunder for me, and begrudgingly, I hate to say it, we went 0-10.
Sure, that's fine.
Didn't win a game.
Man, it happens.
That's right. For those kids that people can't understand how important that game was for them. We scored that winning touchdown to Logan at the end of the game, and I had kids that have played for us, went 0-10 last year, coming up to me crying, hugging me, saying, "Coach, that was the greatest feeling ever."
Oh.
Right? And, man, I get emotional thinking about that, right? And those kids, it means so much, to play this game, but you don't realize how important it is for them to see that success.
Yeah.
And, and Scotty provided that success for them.
Nice. Now, you've been a Giant for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's our 25th anniversary. Is there any, I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yep.
We did not set this up.
No, that's okay.
Fondest memory or the past, how many years have you been with the Giants, by the way?
So, I heard you mention the Steelers earlier.
Yeah.
I played for the Steelers.
He was a Steeler, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long time ago.
So I came over. I finished playing Steelers in 93, and then in 95, 96, I came over and I was helping Dave Haynes just as an assistant coach for a few years. And then Wayne, I actually ended up on the same staff as Wayne in 1996.
That'd be a fun memory.
Oh, you know what? But we went to a game. We played in Meadow Ridge. It was the Valley Championship game that game. And we were it was something like 8 inches of snow. And it was exciting. And kids, this is crazy to say this, but the best memory for me is we went out, we won the game, and the kids afterwards, it wasn't winning the game, it was watching them doing belly slides across on the ice. And just, again, it's the emotion from those kids, how hard they'd worked, and to see that reward.
Yeah.
And that memory is stuck with me.
That's fantastic.
That's
fantastic. It's funny, it's interesting, because most people think about sports, and they think about memories, they think about winning. But often, it's not even the case. Wayne Bjorge tells the story, and I love this story. And I bet you were there. We had a junior bantam team years ago go to the provincial championship. Game was over before the kids even got in the parking lot. 50-0, right? Just a blowout, And the kids the head coach or the assistant coaches take the kids into the field. A couple of the other coaches run to the concession, pull up their wallets, buy up all the old candy, leftover candy at the concession. They're out at Langley somewhere. The boxes of it, chips, everything. Walked into the dressing room, threw out the boxes and said, "Hey guys, here's to a great season." Those kids went bananas, and then the score didn't matter. They lost the provincial championship 50-0, and all of a sudden they're in there with a bunch of candy, going, "Hey, you guys are awesome." And the next season, kids are lining up, and they're getting ready at combine. And some new kids are up, and they're asking, "Well, what's it like playing?" You guys went on, and he goes, "You know what? Oh, it was great. Went all the way to the provincial championship last year, and the end of the game, coaches came in, and they gave us all this candy, and it was just amazing." They're not talking about the score. No, it's funny. It's amazing. They just don't care about the score.
Our job as coaches isn't just to teach wins. It's we're teaching life lessons to these kids, right? And we're teaching them to have a good time, right? you know, hey, we all want to win.
Yeah.
We do. And I'll be the first to say I'm super competitive. But that's not what this is about.
No.
We're teaching young men, young women to be quality people, and Giants just happens to be a great venue for that.
It's fantastic. All right, I'm going to thank Matt Paisley.
All right, thank you.
Oh man,
I'm
extraordinary.
going to go dunk head coach.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Let's take those from you very gently.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Matt. Mr. Matt Paisley, O-line coach extraordinaire. Well, that about wraps it up for Giants Blitz. I'd like to thank our executive producer, Mr. Wayne Biorgi, Mr. Tom Caverly, of course, our camera operator and producer, Mr. Robbie Snooks, Jillian Fraser. You got to get in there, Robbie, despite your Leafs cap. Jerome, of course, Jerome's fantastic. Jillian Fraser, and who am I forgetting? Tim Maston is our tech producer. I think Joe Biorgi's in the trailer right now. Everybody. It's a family that builds this thing. And AJ, don't forget AJ. Poor AJ. And Travis, don't forget Travis. Okay, I'm your host, Tim Amy. We got a game coming up, 7:15 introductions. That's about half an hour. 7:30 kickoff. Junior Bantam Red playing home to our Junior Bantam Blue team. All Giants, all the time. Friday Night Lights. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I forgot to ask Farah who the sponsor is. We have a sponsor for this now.
For Giants Blitz?
I know, I told him, I said Scott Wilkes was in the dunk tank, and my line all of a sudden got pretty big here. Go ahead. Nice try, nice try. Who's up next? Come on up here. All night long. To the lineup. Yeah, but to the lineup's here for you. Good job. Try again. Nice try. All right, here we go. Of course he's going to be back here. Try again, one more time. Kennedy's your last one. Somebody's doing laps. Here we go. Oh. No, hit the edge. One more. All right. All right, Wilkes, you're done. Oh, wait a minute. That's all right. We'll have another coach coming up right now. All right, I got a fresh coach sitting on the blunt tank. I need somebody to throw some balls and get them wet. All right, here's our first player. Throw it in there. 3 balls right there. Up here. All right, here we go. Oh, that was close, Ben. Try again. One more. Oh, good try, good try. Here's our next contestant. There you go. It's all good, clean fun. There's ball 1. Two, I still got a dry coach sitting here. All right. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to get wet. All right. All right, little guy, you're up next. Come on up here. Right to here. Here's your first ball. And we're going to move you up. Come on up here. Come on up to here. Put you on the 50 first. Here's another ball for you. Okay, now we're going to move you up to the 20. And try again. And then go up and push that red button. Go push that red button. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push hard. There we go. Ah, all right. Right there. Right on that line there. That was 1. And he does. No, he gets 3. That's what he paid for. All right. Couple more minutes left here, folks. So we got the dunk tank. Just a couple more minutes, and we'll move everybody inside for our start of our game. I need some more people here to soak a coach. Anybody want to come up and soak the coach? $2 get you 3 balls. $20 just means you can soak them anyway. All proceeds go to the BC Wildfire Relief Fund. All right, Andrew. Ooh, that was close. One more try. Good job. All right, here we go. nice try. Hey. All right, one more ball. Just go up there and sink them. Nice try. Two more. One more shot. Here we go. Oh, good try. All right. Next contestant right here. Oh, hang on. It's not set right. All right, fire away. Good try. One more. All right, good job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up here at the dunk tank and wrap it up here out here in the concourse. If you want to start making your way over to the stands and get ready for our next game.
All right, everybody. Can you hear me out there? Well, the cheerleaders can hear me. Thank you very much, Giants cheerleaders, for flanking us this evening on our 25th anniversary. I will ask that, well, first of all, thank you to the food trucks out in the parking lot. G's Donaires, Shandhar Hut, Jim's Pizza. Thank you very, very much for putting on a great dinner for us and providing some excellent atmosphere. Thank you very much to the food trucks. Hopefully, if everybody can start mingling into the field area, the concourse area, if you will. Come on in. We have a small presentations here where we want to be able to thank a number of different people and especially just reflect on the last 25 years. So first and foremost, I'm also flanked here by a number of the members of our executive, and at the risk of embarrassing every single one of them, I won't. I will later, but a big round of applause for all the executive who put on a lot throughout the year for the Chilliwack Giants. Of course, Jillian can't be up here because she's taking photos because she's our social media person. So thank you very much to Jillian. Also, a big, huge, oh my goodness, the person who put this on, we asked her to join our executive this year so that she could help out with planning the 25th anniversary. And you know why she's not up here? Because she's busy working. She's busy doing things, and she's not only behind the scenes doing so much work, but the shirts, the 25-year anniversary crest, the cake, the food trucks, everything that you see tonight is a big thanks to Amanda Johnson. So a big round of applause. She's hiding and laughing at us right now. I know she is. Also tonight, you guys are going to see a fantastic game. Two fantastic Chilliwack Giants JB teams, Chilliwack Red and Chilliwack Blue. Just a couple quick points. I wanted to make sure that, so it's 25 years. 25 years ago, a number of guys in the community decided that we needed football. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have football. Tonight, we're going to make sure that we recognize Wayne Bjorgi, our past president, as well, because he was, oh, there he is. Wayne, get out here, dude. Wayne! Everybody say it. Wayne! Wayne is proudly sporting his shirt from 1997, one of the, this is 20 years ago now, one of the midget championships, and he's going to walk right in front of the camera there so you can see the back. There we go. The 1997 VCFL Midget Championships. And this wouldn't be a celebration without Wayne, obviously. So at the risk of, I'm just going to summarize quickly where we've come from and by telling you what we've done so far. We didn't have a lot of parent meetings this year, but of course, you guys know that we have a $50,000 raffle. This year it's online. We're super, super excited about it. If you're not a Chilliwack parent and you're out here just enjoying the festivities, grab somebody with some Chilliwack apparel. Ask them about how you can win $50,000. All of the proceeds go towards getting equipment and all the things that you see before you for almost 300 athletes and players. We have over 80 coaches trained and certified. Of course, live broadcast of our games on our own very own YouTube channel. Thank you. And of course, Wayne Bjorgi was integral in making sure that we had that. Yes, big hand of applause. Yes, big hand of applause for Wayne Bjorgi for Giants production. It's the Wayne Bjorgi Show. Oh, hey, Amanda. That's Amanda. Make sure you thank her. So, of course, just prior to the game, we had the dunk tank. I'm wearing these fancy shorts here as well. Thank you very much. We raised money for the BC Fire Relief Fund. Thank you all, because I know you just wanted to give money to the relief fund. You didn't want to dunk the coaches. But thank you very much for your donations. And, of course, another couple things about us Chilliwack Giants. The largest VCFL football program hosting the largest football tournament in British Columbia. All, again, thanks to all of these people up here, plus more hiding in the stands. Thank you very, very much. We didn't want a 25-year birthday without a birthday cake. So I'm going to ask Desmond. I was working so hard on his last name, I forgot his first name. Desmond to come up, and he is going to lead us in a happy birthday to the Chilliwack Giants as our past president and our new president will do the ceremonial cutting of our cake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Giants. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much, Desmond. I appreciate it. And now our current president, Drew Saunders, and our past president, Wayne Bjorgi, with the cutting of the cake. Yeah, make sure it's straight. There you go. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, you can just leave the knife there. Okay, we poked fun a little bit at it being the Wayne Bjorgi show because I've been a part of the executive for 6 years now, and he's been a big mentor and leader, and we wanted to make sure we thanked him. At the AGM, he stepped down. He's been on the Giants executive for the whole 25 years. I calculated over 6,000 hours of volunteer time for the city of Chilliwack. Big round of applause. It is killing him that I'm doing this to him right now, and I love it. So we honored him with a plaque in January and thanked him, but we still didn't think that was enough. His tireless efforts of creating this structure in front of you, the tower, on his days off, overtime, the amount of hours that he's putting in to this tower to make it a special event, a special atmosphere for the Chilliwack Giants is unprecedented. So as members of the executive, we got together and we decided that we wanted to name this tower, and this tower will be forever named the Bjorgi Broadcasting Tower. And Vice President Josh Cahoon is going to be giving him a plaque, making sure that we recognize all of his hard work. Thank you very, very much, Wayne. We really appreciate it. Okay, so that is the beginning part of the festivities. I might have forgotten something, but we're going to turn it over to game time now, where Tim Amy, the voice of the Giants, will be introducing our JB Red and our JB Blue teams as they come out of the tunnel for our very first Friday Night Lights game.
Well, let's get down there now. So who's ready for some football? That's a little lame. I don't think I heard anybody. Who is ready for some football?
I don't know, Tim. I still think that's a little quiet. Who is ready for some football?
All Giants all the time. All right, the teams are getting organized here. Boys are pumping up. Red versus blue. Blue versus red. Coming through the tunnel. 25 years of Friday Night Lights. First games they used to play were over at A.D. Rundle Middle School. on grass. This field where we were standing was all gravel. It was a practice facility. Around 96, 97, they went down to sort of secondary. Playing on the grass there, someone came up with Friday Night Lights. They brought in generators. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? There we go. 96, 97, they brought in generators for Friday Night Lights, put them on trucks. 500, 600 people would show up. That convinced the city we needed this facility. That got this built. And it's been Friday night heaven ever since. So we're going to start off with our introductions. Through the tunnel, guys. Through the tunnel. Our visiting team tonight. 25 years of Friday Night Lights and Chilliwack minor football. Boys are just getting organized. One more minute. One more minute. What other memories can I talk about? It was the Greyhawks. There are some great moments in Chilliwack minor football. There are people who have been with this association, either as a coach or as a player. Mr. Mike Kelly over there. Mr. Wayne Bjorgi, of course. Suresh Paray is here. He took a team to the 1996 provincial championship, won it all. A miracle team. We've won in 96, we won in 02, 2010. There have been some great years. Going to be a great year this year. Over 70 kids for junior bantam this season alone. For 70 kids for junior bantam. Associations in this Valley football community couldn't even put a team together. We got 2. We have 40 kids in our junior bantam or in our bantam team. All right, we're getting ready. Getting pumped. All right. The Blue Meanies. Junior Bantam Blue Giants 2017, number 1, Wyatt, the Rockstar Stubbs. At number 2, Nicholas, the Irish Murphy. Here it comes, number 5, my boy, Ben, the Lightning Feet, Amy. And number 8, right in the DL, Christian Smotherham Scott. Number 10, with the glow-in-the-dark glasses, Andrew Fearless Fawcett. In plain clothes on the DL, number 11, Kenyon Crazy Legs Reed. Coming in at number 12, the man that's got it all, Lucas Airshow Fever. Number 14, Jace the Mace Nessel. Coming in at number 20, Ben Frosty Frost. Number 22, Dallin Oaks Oakley. Here he goes, number 30, Blaze the Cowboy Cameron. And number 32, terrorizing the backfields everywhere, Davis All Grit LaPerriere. Number 33, we got Chloe the Driller Dades. Number 34, name very hard to pronounce, Joshua the Cavalry Caverly. Here is the Pompadour himself, number 42, Ryan the Jackhammer Jansen.
take a moment to admire that hair. I would kill to have that hair. Okay. A very speedy man indeed. Number 43, Braden, 4.8, Struxma. Coming in, a man who will never play catch with his dad ever again during football season. Number 44, Aiden, the Air Force Saunders. And number 46, Riley, the trucker, Dimtruck. Keep going. Here he is, number 50, All-Star, Evan, the Bruiser Butler. The heart attack himself, number 52, Tyler Bulldog Bergen. Number 55, Vincent Boom Boom Braunauer. Coming in number 60 on the DL, Cade Machine Gun Kelly. Coming in at number 62, itching to hit that field, Logan Big Daddy Boychuk. At number 63, a force to be reckoned with, Ty T-Dub Weatherby. Coming in number 64, Aiden Pound It Parks. The big man himself, number 65, Zach the Wall Walter. Number 72 with a patent hip swivel, Sebastian Gonzo Gonzalez. Number 76, Jamie the Deck Decker. And number 80, Tyler Magic Hands Kelly. And number 81, Tyson the Knockout Orgard. Here is one of my faves, number 82, David the Ripper Rogers. And number 84, Braden Big Mac McDonald. The man the ladies just can't get enough of, 87, James Romeo LeBlanc. And number 89, Matthew Flipper Phillips. Number 92, Jared J.O. Ranborn. And the mountain himself, Kai, the Mountain Manning, your JB Blue Junior Band Giants. Give it up! All right, our home team tonight in this 25th anniversary celebration, the Big Red Machine, Chilliwack's Junior Bantam Reds, coming in number 1. Ready? Nick, Guitar Hero Beck. And number 2, Jackson the Visser. And number 5, Sawyer Tether. And number 8, Raiden Bulldog Maston. And number 10, Chase Manhattan Wine. And number 11, Raphael the Thrill Trill. And number 12, Jeremy the Hustle Muscle. And number 20, Cohen Kircher Foreman. At number 21, Gage Big O O'Neill. The Roadrunner, number 22, DJ Stevens. At number 23, Lyndon Arnouche, boss. At number 32, Randolph Big Mac McElroy. Number 33, Tex Austin Wegner. Okay. At number 34, Pierce Hamstra. At number 35, Caleb Anhorn. At number 42, Ty Fine Wine. At number 43, Ronan the Barbarian Care. At number 52, number 55, Oakley Farland. And number 60, the locomotive, Logan Head. And number 61, Travis Richie Rich Richley. At number 62, Evan Parsons. At number 63, Daytona Rogers. At number 64, Hayden Pugsley. At number 65, Matthias the Bone Crusher Chapman. At number 7. At number 66, it's Logan Tucker, the Torch. There he is there. At number 72, Jaden Brennan. At number 74, Big Tyler Kelly. At number 80, the superhero, Parker Clark. Number 81, one of my personal favorites, the IHOP Cowboy, Declan the Refrigerator Perry. At number 82, Trent Mr. Cote. At number 83, the king himself, Clive Kingma. And last but not least, number 87, Big Tyler Both, your junior bantam Red Giants. And now I'm going to turn the microphone over to Desmond Desnich, who's doing all our singing tonight, international recording artist. Please stand up, remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I've been great.
All right,
Been
ladies
waiting
and
for this
gentlemen, as we're getting prepared.
for about 8 months now.
I'm very excited. 25th anniversary of Chilliwack minor football. So I'm a little out of breath from running up the stairs. I'm out of shape. I admit that. It's an exciting night. Friday Night Lights. I mean, I honest to God, I think about this all off season. The opening night for Friday Night Lights. There's just something about under the lights at Townsend. And you and I have called a few games in a few different locations.
Yep.
But for me, this is home. There's Hillside Stadium up in Kamloops is beautiful. I love calling games up there.
Yep. X-Parch across the street.
Yeah.
That's a nice place, too.
Absolutely gorgeous places. But there's something about Townsend Field. I sit here. I see the screen. I got Chilliwack Mountain over there. I got the sun setting. I've got home. It's home. This is what it is for me.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun here. It's a beautiful place. Great setup out front for the 25th anniversary.
Oh.
Fabulous. That cake,
I didn't have the cake, but I had a donair.
Oh. Or at a football field, I had to have a hot dog.
Oh, there you go. I'm not gonna criticize you for that, my friend.
I saw curry chicken. I saw donairs. I was like, where's the hot dogs? Come on, where's the hot dogs?
Yeah, the Shandhar is a local East Indian restaurant in town.
Oh,
unreal.
Smell good.
It's good.
Smell good.
I've eaten there a few times. It's very good. The donair I had was unbelievable. Jim's Pizzeria. I've eaten there lots of times. They're great.
Oh, I love Jim's Pizzeria. Great place.
It is. Okay, we got a great matchup Friday Night Lights here. There's history between these two teams. 2 years ago, the junior Bantam Blue coaching staff took on the same coaching staff, almost identical, for junior Bantam Red. Red owned the season 2 years ago at Pee Wee. This is the Pee Wee. It was a 34-0 blowout for the opening game by Red. Next game, a few weeks later, was a lot closer. Red took it, and, of course, they met for a third time in the playoffs, first round, in a game under the lights on a Saturday night, pouring rain with all the drama you could hope for in a football game. Blue led till $1:20 in the fourth by a point, and they scored on a running play. Running back came around on the right side, hit a wall, did a 180, burned around the left side and punched it in, and they just couldn't come back to take it. And kids were bawling their eyes out. Rain is coming down. I mean, it was an amazing game. I still think of that game all the time. So this is a rematch.
Well, who actually won that one? The Red
It was Red won.
Came from behind and won.
Yeah, Red came from behind and won. And Blue led by a point for almost the entire game. 1 point. And they took it at 1:20 to go. And then they won on. Unfortunately, they lost to Meadow Ridge, who then went on to the provincial championship and lost to Coquitlam.
Right.
But it was just, there was so much drama in that game. It was absolutely fantastic. A little side note, Hayden Pugsley, his dad Alex and I worked together.
Okay.
We made a wager this week. If they win, I dye my beard red.
Yeah.
If we win, he's got to dye his blue.
Oh,
so there you
nice.
go. Yes.
Nice. So I'm taking it Mini Amy is over on the blue team.
Number 5, Lightning Feet Amy. He's not going to see too much playtime. He's got him as a wideout, mostly a blocking role.
Right.
It's his first year junior bantam.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a big learning curve. And you know better than I can, it's a make-or-break year for so many kids.
Well, and you look at it as a 2-year experience when you come into a new division, right? You're not going to be the star in your first year. I don't care how good you were in Pee Wee. When you come to JB, it's a whole new ball game. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger. The hits come quicker, right? In the first year, you carve out your role for the second year, and then that's your time to shine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule, but typically the first years are here to give support, be backup, and to grow.
Yeah.
And get used to the speed of the game, because the speed changes at each level. At Adam, you're herding 9 cats one way, or follow the ball, follow the ball, right? In Pee Wee, now you got 12 men, so there's 3 more people in the field, and the kids
a wider field. You're playing with a full field.
They're getting responsibilities. They're getting plays called in from the sideline all season. It starts getting a lot faster. At JB, you're 4 to 5 years into tackle football. You're expected to know your role, right?
Yeah.
And then you build on that. And you're right. It's a make or break division, really, for the players. Is the ones that stick through JB and go on to Bantam are the football lovers.
Yeah.
Right. The ones that peel off in JB are the ones that like football, but it's just a bit much for them.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing you have to realize, you have 12-year-old kids playing with 13-year-old kids.
Yep.
And I hit my growth spurt at 13. I was at 6'1" at 13.
Yep.
You know, and you look at some of these kids out there. Number 5, who was my son, I'll just use him as an example. He was one of the tallest kids on his team last year.
Yep.
Huddle, he's almost invisible. He's you know, and he's tall for his age. He's not a short kid. It's just though some of those kids are absolutely massive out there, and it can be intimidating. He said a few times. So here we got the opening kickoff, and onside. Did blue recover? I think red may have got the bounce.
I think the blue player rolled over top of the ball, and it came right out his posterior to the red player.
There we go. So it is red ball, and we're looking at the 48, 49-yard line in around there. So first and 10 red at the 49-yard line. Players to watch on both sides. There are stars, but there's always going to be surprises. Davis Laperriere on blue. They got her a defensive end or linebacker. She's been crushing it in the backfield this season. And here's the snap. Nice handoff. That's the Roadrunner. DJ Stevens cuts, jukes. He's got enough at first down, and that's a team tackle right there. They're all piling in, and they bring him down. That was a very big gain for number 22 and red, DJ the Roadrunner Stevens, and he moves all the way to the 46-yard line in the defensive zone.
Well, watch the screen here, okay? Here comes DJ. He comes across on the jet, gets the ball, and then he cuts back up the field. It was great, but he cuts back inside. And there's all the ugly blue shirts are there. He's got to keep coming to the outside. That cut needed to come back outside, and I think he gets another 10 to 15 yards on that play. Easily.
He's an incredibly fast runner and just a powerful kid. Nice bit of blocking there. And here come the blue. Good defense on blue. They shut him down. They gained about 4 or 5 yards on that. So, I mean, that's a bit of a gain for blue as well as for red.
Yeah. No, it was a good tackle. 40, I think it was 43 there, played his role really well on the deep. No, 42, sorry, on the outside here.
Yeah, that's the Jackhammer Jansen.
The Ryan Jansen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played his role really good, stayed home, waited for the cut outside.
Flag on the play. There's a snap. I'm guessing it's a procedure or offside.
Yeah.
Now, I was mentioning Davis Laperriere for blue has been the big surprise. Never played football before, came here from soccer, and has been crushing quarterbacks and getting huge sacks in the backfield. On red, talking to head coach, of course I know the head coach, Derek Wegner. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Randolph McElroy has been a huge surprise. He's a career swimmer.
Oh, yeah.
And just unbelievably strong, athletic kid. Never played before, and he's really come into his own.
What number is he?
He is, oh, gosh, I had it 2 minutes ago. I feel like such an amateur when I do this.
Randolph, 32.
Number 32. So we'll keep our eyes open for number 32. And, of course, Davis, I think, is the
32.
32. So 32 and 32. Big surprises for both teams this season. We have a 2nd and 15 for red coming up. There's the snap. Nice little handoff. Number 8. They're in the backfield. They got him. Beautiful bit of defense there.
Good defense. Bad read on the runner. He was coming inside. His block was there, and then he tried to cut around and ended up cutting in between his blocker and the defender. So here he comes. He takes the handoff nicely, and right here he goes right in between the two of them, and no chance on that. You got to follow your blocker. You got to follow for it.
The problem is when you're in the backfield, you can see that 18 inches of daylight. You want to take it.
Yeah. So let me get this right. If red wins, you're dyeing your beard red?
Correct.
And so you're cheering for blue?
My son plays blue. I'm a professional, so I don't cheer. Hand off to the Roadrunner, once again, DJ Stevens. Picked up a few yards, but that was 3rd and down. They're down by about 16 yards there, so there's a turnover and downs for blue.
Yeah.
And it was Raiden Maston on that first play that you were talking about at 2nd down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get to see some blue offense. Now,
good defense by the blue team. Good defense.
They're going to need their defense tonight. Due to injuries and unforeseen circumstance, they're down 7 starters this evening. And we're talking like Kai, the Mountain Manning, Aiden, Air Force Saunders, not Ben Frost, Christian Scott. I mean, great players with great wheels. A lot of leadership is now sitting on their blind. I think they can be competitive. Here they go, the snap. There's the handoff to number 43. Look at the Struiksma. He moves fast. Look at that. Now, Braden Struiksma's nickname is 4.8. The reason being, I was here at Combine. We're doing a 40-yard dash. He runs it in 4.8 seconds.
Get out of town.
I'm not lying.
No.
Derek Wagner was standing next to me. He didn't believe it. I witnessed it with my own eyes. He didn't believe it. Make him run it again. So we let him rest a little bit. runs it. Derek looks at his phone, 5 seconds on the button. But he's like, I think I hit the button late. He can run it in under. Doesn't juke and cut that well, but he gets 18 inches of daylight, and he's very hard to catch. Very fast.
Well, that's all you
nice
need. Nice
handoff. 43. There it is. Back to Struiksma. He's going to get another first down. Can he get more? And more he does. And they're deep approaching. They're at the 20-yard line. And in the first possession for Blue, they've got themselves into the red zone.
Well, and that was 2 plays. 2 plays, and they're in the red zone. And number 22, DJ Stevens, comes across there with a great tackle to stop a touchdown here because he's gone. Look at the wheels on this guy.
He's unbelievably fast.
And the Roadrunner got him. Roadrunner caught the Coyote.
There you go. Roadrunner. Mimi. First time ever. Got to call the Acme Supplies. Here we go. We got Lucas, the Air Force Air Show Fever at quarterback. Josh Caverly at 34. There's Josh, decks the handoff. Not a lot of blocking, didn't have a lot of daylight on that, but he may have picked up a yard or 2.
Well, and who's that quarterback, did you say?
Lucas Fever.
Lucas Fever. And I remember calling games. Lucas Fever is a great football player here. But if you watch him here, he goes for the fake, and he oversells the fake.
Yeah.
When you're selling that pitch like that, it's got to be down and then into the belly of the guy coming back. He actually gets the ball above his head.
Yeah.
And so everybody you see the ball. You know, you're not really fake. But, great football player, Lucas Fever.
He's a good athlete.
Yeah, I've seen him play quite a bit.
He's built like his old man. He's not a tall kid, but he's powerful. Like, he's solid. And his dad, Mike's the same way. He's not tall, but he's just broad and thick right across the chest and shoulders. There goes Struiksma, 43. He's got some room. Does he punch it in? And once again, DJ Stevens saving a touchdown. Gets it to the 5-yard line. That should be a first and goal Blue on their opening drive of 25 years of Friday Night Lights.
And this is a beautiful play by Struiksma here. He gets the ball and he hits that hole like he's a man on a mission, and just comes blasting right through. And DJ Stevens, one more time here to start. This sounds like it's going to be the battle of the night, this 43 versus 22 here.
I think so. I think you're right. It's shaping up.
Yeah, because 43 was out there on the defense putting the stop on 22, and now 22's putting the stop on 43.
If you stand up and take a look out the window here, the crowd is packed here. I've never seen this many people at Friday Night Light game. This is fantastic. We've got parents standing against the fence. Oh, here we go, handoff. Struiksma, does he get in? Does he get in?
Oh, and he tackled him right into the end zone.
If he's in, that's pretty darn close. But it'll be a second and goal right on the goal line. It looks like they're going to say second and goal. His knee must have gone down right before they crossed the line.
Yeah. No. And here it is here. He comes across, and I'm going to say I think the ref got him on this one here because he comes across here, and he's still standing. That ball's over the goal line. That's a touchdown.
We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, well, they should be able to punch it in here. I mean, it's been pretty dominating offense for a team that you just said had no offense.
Well, I didn't say they had no offense. What I said is they had no. Right. They're down 7 starters, so they're going to need their defense to stay in this game.
Yeah, that's Struiksma. Wow, he looks
and
good.
Fever punches it through, and Fever gets it.
Yeah.
So an opening drive. Blue takes the lead over Red on the opening drive. They burn about 6-7 minutes off the clock. And 2 years ago, these teams played, and Blue always got their opening drive. They managed to score, and it's carbon copy of 2 years ago in Pee Wee.
No,
same coaching staff, same core players.
Well, that was a beautiful drive there. That was a very efficient drive. You had 2 big plays, chunk the field apart, get into the red zone, couple plays in the end zone. That was beautiful.
And Aiden Saunders puts it through the uprights with a broken wrist. He's going to be at the PAT tonight. So we are now up, Blue now up 7 over Red. And Aiden Saunders, you remember this from last year, the VCLFL final. He's one of the most dynamic players, a true leader. Last season, he was snake bit on the PAT. He just had so much trouble getting it through the uprights.
Yeah.
And we'll watch him practice, and he's crushing it. He's crashing it. So tonight, to see him get it through the PAT, I'm just happy for Aiden. I appreciate if I sound biased because it's my kid's team, and I apologize. But you want to see every single one of these kids succeed, and it's a stressful position to be in because it's all about you in that one moment. And Aiden had trouble last year, and he just nailed his first one this year, and that's a monkey off his back.
Yeah, well, Aiden's solid most of the time. I mean, you get a rough game. Everybody gets that once in a while. I'm going to, you know what, you can go ahead and cheer for blue because I'm going to root for red because I really want to see that red beard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can do a red beard for you anyway. It'll cost you about $50.
No. I'll wait till the outcome of this game. So, yeah, you better get that up on Facebook for me.
Oh, I will. It'll be. Oh, yeah, we're friends on Facebook now. That's right.
Yeah.
You ever had a wagon wheel? They're gone awfully small. I'm looking into it. That's my mission. I'm going to get them back up to regulation size. Nice, and they're going for the onside kick once again. Ooh, that took a funny hop. And I bet you that's either a Parker Clark or a Sawyer Tether retrieving that ball.
Well, and lucky there, the first player went down to get it and it bounced up over his head.
That's a dangerous play. It's the thing that drives me crazy about kickoffs is you got players lined up to block with about 2 or 3 players behind to receive and run, and one of the blockers tries to catch the ball on a funny hop and bounces it off his arm, and they lose possession. So I'm glad Red got that. Went over his head, and I think it would have been either Parker Clark or Sawyer Tether who picked that ball up. So Red offensive possession. They had a bit of a drive going last time around, and there's the handoff. Raiden Maston, the Bulldog. He's juking. He's on the outside and brought down. He picked up probably about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
About 4 yards there, yeah.
So a very good execution, a mirror of the play they had previous that didn't work out, and they got it this time. So good for Red.
Well, I like the misdirection there. You get number 32 coming across, and then Maston going the other way.
Yeah.
And they give it to Maston, and nobody knew where the ball was, including me.
Sets up a second and about 7, or we're looking at the 52-yard line in the defensive zone for Red. Another handoff in the backfield. Breaks through the line. Nice bit of running there. Picks up about another 4 or 5 yards. That'll set up a second and about 1. And now they're in the offensive zone at the 54-yard line.
It'd be third and about 1.
Third and about 1. Sorry, pardon me. Third and 2. Third and 2.
Yeah.
About 1, that's 2.
That's football math right there.
It is. That's why I'm in broadcasting, because I can't count. All right. 3rd and 2, Red. Ooh, quarterback sneak. I like that. Look at this.
Oh, he's just scored him down the field.
Bit of football right there. Very sneaky. They pick up a big gain that sets up a 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line.
Well, that big number 74 there. Who's number 74? Tyler Kelly. I would follow him through a Boxing Day sale. I tell you, this guy here.
Black Friday at Macy's.
Tyler, you're coming with me to Black Friday because he just cleared the path. Like, the whole O-line did a great job, but that guy's massive, and he's just cleared room.
Oh, look at this. Number 32, breaking the tackles. Randolph McElroy, pardon me. That was Josh Caverly, an all-star, bouncing off him like nothing.
Yeah.
And half the team got in there. It was a good play by Blue because they did nail him in the backfield, but he bounced off a lot of big kids there, and it took a lot to bring him down. Look at this. Boom. Josh has him, and he loses him.
Yeah.
That's athleticism. Look how strong he is. Holy mackerel.
And he's using his shoulders right. He's swinging his shoulders, knocking bodies out of the way. He looked like he was offended that they were touching him, and I like that attitude.
Direct snap to number 43. Brought down back to about the original line of scrimmage, sets up a 3rd and 10. And the lighting in here isn't the greatest. Number 43, of course, Ronan the Barbarian Kerr. He was on my flag team this season.
Oh, yeah?
And we had to remind him so many times that, dude, it's flag and it's not contact, so let's just bring it back a notch. Great kid, loves to compete. 3rd and 10, the 38. Here's the snap. Number 1, the ball is up. Where are they? And, oh, what a catch. Absolutely superb. And that is number 80. It's got to be either, judging by the size, either Parker Clark. That is Parker Clark.
Yeah.
The superhero. It looked like Blue thought they had it on the ground and just gave up, and Clark didn't, and he caught that ball, and that is a huge gain. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Big Red Machine.
Well, you watch, he throws the ball here, and the defender gets position and just smacks it up. He's like, I got that. But Parker Clark stays with the ball, and that's great focus. Number 42 on the red team is Ryan Jansen. He's back that. He had that.
Yeah.
You know, but Parker Clark stuck with it.
I think it got behind him. He came in, blocked it. It got behind him, and he lost that of the ball.
Yeah.
We've got either a procedure or offside. Flag came right at the snap.
Yeah. It's going to be Probably a procedure. Yeah. Going back 5 yards.
Going back 5 yards. Sets up a 1st and 15 at the 30-yard line for the Big Red Machine.
We just got him to throw for 25 yards again. I mean, like,
that was superb. That was a lucky break for Blue, because that could have been intercepted easily.
Red.
Pardon me. Lucky break for Red. I'm colorblind, and
well,
I can't
got
count.
blue pants, so it's kind of throwing you off.
It's throwing me off. We're all Giants, okay?
Well, and I mean, this is a rough thing when you get these games here. Is these kids have played together before.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they play flag together. They go to school together. They know each other.
Oh, there's another flag. I'm guessing that. The delay, I'm going to say that's an offside.
Yeah, the far side end came in over the line early.
Speaking of going to school together, my Ben just started middle school. He's at A.D. Rundle, which was the original location for Chilliwack football. It's where they used to play before they moved down to Sardis. Jeremy, the hustle muscle on Red, is in his gym class.
Oh, okay.
And they just started school. And Jeremy apparently was doing a little bit of trash talk, and they're going to win the game at gym class. I mean, it's all in good fun, right? Benny was laughing when he was telling me about it. So, yeah. So it's they go to school. A lot of kids go to school together. A lot of kids hang out together. They're on opposing teams. But we're all Giants at the end of the day.
So there's no movement. So I guess no penalty?
I don't know. Maybe declined. 1st and 10.
Well, no, they're getting the first down again. So.
There we go. Nice bit of work. Still on his feet. I did not see who got the ball. You have to forgive me. Couldn't read the number.
It was Randolph again.
Was Randolph, number 32?
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he hit that hole pretty hard.
Picked up a few yards there. I'm going to say about 3 or 4 yards. No, 5 yards. Sets up a 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. So the Big Red Machine is rolling here. They're getting into the danger zone, or they are in the red zone. And Blues defense better stand up. There's number 8, Raiden Maston, juking his. There we go. Look at that.
Well, the biggest detriment to him was his own teammate on that one there. Kept getting in his way. He's trying to deke him out.
Raiden Maston is an all-star. I think he's been to a few border bowls in his day. He's got very good wheels and very good football acumen, and he knows what he's doing in that backfield, but sometimes you run into some traffic on your own team. Number 46, Blue, on that tackle. As Riley, the trucker, Dimtruck. That is 3rd and 5 at the 20-yard line. Red is looking for a first down here. Nice little handoff. Number 32, he's got some wheels. Can he cut? Can he beat? Can they bring him down? They brought him down. Which way are they going?
That's looking really close to a first down marker, too.
Not according to Blue. They're signaling the ball is going the other way. I'm not seeing Red lining up, so I guess that ball's going the other way.
It was close, but it looks like it's just short. What a great second effort by 32. Runs over one person, runs over another person, gets his feet grabbed, but still lays out for about 3 yards before he finally hits the ground.
I love this kid. Swimming, I swam in high school. And to put it in context, if you didn't drown, you made the swim team.
Yeah.
So I didn't drown, so I made the swim team.
I swam at the lake the other day.
Good for you.
I like swimming.
Yeah, swimming's good. But it's such an amazing all-body sport and exercise. It's not a contact sport, but, I mean, somebody forgot to tell number 32, Randolph, over here, because he's just crushing it. Fantastic.
This guy looks like he robbed Tim Hortons there. Did we get our order in? No.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, no one. You got to look after the talent in this business. Handoff, number 43, 4.8 Struxma. And who brings him down? Who brought him down?
DJ.
The Roadrunner, number 22.
Yeah.
But not before Blue gets their first down, and this team is rolling. We played North Langley last week. Scorching hot day in North Langley. First game of the season, and Blue was flat. Opened the scoring early in the game, went up 6 points, and the air just slowly started leaking out of the tire until they were just dead by the fourth quarter. Coaches were not happy about that performance, and Blue has responded in kind. They're showing up tonight.
So what was the final in the North Langley game?
36 for North Langley.
Okay.
They just ran out of gas. They just weren't in it. Ooh, handoff, live ball. What's going to happen?
I think he got it back.
That was a lucky break for the Blue meanie. Struxma fumbled that ball, and he got it back. Sets up a 3rd and about 10. A bit of luck of the Irish on that one.
Huh. You know, you hate seeing that, especially when he's having such success. But luckily enough, he got right back on the ball. It would have been rough for Blue to give it up there in their own end like that.
It's a slippery bean, man. And, you get into traffic, it just bounces right out of your hands. Here we go. 2nd and 9. With the 32-yard line. The handoff. The cavalry. Josh, number 34. Picks up a few yards on that. Maybe one. Sets up a 3rd and about 7. I want to take a quick minute. We did a Giants Blitz from the field tonight. Great show. We featured our Bantam team, which plays tomorrow against the West Side Warriors. 3:45 right here at Townsend. But we have a sponsor for Giants Blitz, PMJR Construction. Thank you to Kevin Adams for that. And they were a new Giants Blitz sponsor. And I apologize for not saying that during the broadcast. That was my omission. So thank you very much to PMJR Construction and all the sponsors here for Chilliwack Minor Football, because you make this a reality. Okay, end of the first quarter is an 8-0 lead. It's an 8-0 lead, blue over red. And so far, Matt Macri, we've seen some pretty good football.
It's been really good. It's been really good. You had some great running play, some really good defense on both sides. Lots of speed, quick teams.
Yeah. It was funny, at the draft, I think Derek Wagner was hoping for a bit of size. Greg Fawcett, blue head coach, was hoping for a bit of speed. And they kind of even-stevened on both.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the collective weight, red's only a few pounds heavier. And if you look at overall speed, blue's only a few seconds quicker. So they're two very even teams, and they tied 6-6 at the Chili Bowl.
Yeah. No, they're looking very even. I mean, blue marched down the field and got that one score. But on the second drive here, they're not doing a whole bunch more than red did, because red drove the field as well. So
it's early in the game. I got 3 quarters of football left to play. 3rd and 7, 33-yard line. Blues ball. Fever at pivot. Nice little throw. And didn't go anywhere. Reception number 81, Tyson, the knockout Oregard, doing a good catch, held on to it, but that's a turnover on downs, and he give Red some pretty serious field position on that.
Well, you watch number 2 here, Jackson Visor, right? They get the swing pass out. Great pass, not too much air on it, gets out quickly. But he goes down, but he grabs hold of that leg, and he ain't letting go. He just not letting go. And finally, they bring him down. It took a bit of effort, but
great bit of defense for Red there. They get the ball back in good field position. It's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And our downs markers are just getting organized. It's about the 33-yard line. In around there. About. Motion in the backfield. There's the snap. Number 1, quarterback hangs on to it. Pushes through some traffic, picks up a few yards. That was actually a nice, sweet little play. He found a few openings. He took advantage.
Well, you see the O-line didn't give him the same push that they did earlier here. I don't know if the O-line knew he was going to do that or if he decided to do it after the fact, because they didn't get the same push. And the big man, 74 there, didn't get out there in front of him this time.
That was Nick, Guitar Hero Beck. I call him Jeff Beck, of course, the legendary guitar player, right? So Nick, I don't think Nick Beck knows who Jeff Beck is, but I've given him a nickname. For this broadcast, at least he's sticking with it. Okay. Beck keeps it himself, looking for some room. Picked up a few yards on that. That's going to set up a 3rd, probably in about 3 or 4 yards.
And the defender here, on the offside of the play, backside pursuit is fabulous here. So watch him. The runner comes across, the quarterback catches the ball, but the backside pursuit by number 32, he just gets after him.
That is Davis Laperriere, all grit.
All grit, Davis Laperriere. He is phenomenal. She's phenomenal. I mean, she just kept after him and did not give up.
Direct snap. Look at that. Know what that is? You're looking at the wedge. Look at that. Breaks through. And I think that was number 84, Big Mac McDonald, saving a touchdown right there because he hauled him right down.
Yeah.
That is classic Derek Wagner. That is the wedge. He loves that play, and you're going to see it a lot tonight.
Well, I heard you guys outlawed the wedge out here because, man, that play is hard to defend against.
Well, we didn't outlaw the wedge. We outlawed single wing.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, which is part of the wedge. You can still use the wedge. It's the whole single wing thing we've let go of.
Yeah.
Nice back pursuit again. Nick Beck brought down right after the line of scrimmage. However, they got a 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. They're looking to punch it through. This is what they want to do on this drive.
Yeah. Well, actually, they're not quite at the 10, so they can still get a first down on about the half-yard line.
That's dangerous. So it looks like they're 2nd and about 5, sitting around the 7 or 8-yard line.
And this is huge for the red team. I mean, they're trailing by 8. There's about 9.5 minutes left in the half. They want to get some points on the board here now.
Yep.
And not becoming playing from behind one more time. Mind you, they turn over the ball now. It's pretty advantageous field position for a defense to have the blue team down in the shadow of their uprights.
You know what? They could turn the ball over and still win. There's a ton of football left to play. They come back the second half on fire. Looks like someone's taking a timeout, and I'm going to take a minute here just to reach over to show you an artifact of Chilliwack minor football. One of the original Greyhawks hats, courtesy of Wayne Bjorge. Of course, we don't have the camera up here. I had it showed it at Blitz. Isn't that a beauty?
Who are the Greyhawks?
The Greyhawks were what the Chilliwack Giants were originally called. They had the Greyhawks and you had the Steelers. And they were both playing in Chilliwack back in the early 90s.
Oh, okay.
And they're sort of competing for players, or one was like junior bantam to midget, and the other one was Adam to Pee Wee or whatever. And then they merged, and one of the original president, I think it was Keith Curry. I can't remember if this Keith Curry or somebody else, was a huge New York Giants fan. Hence, we became the Giants. And that's how it started, yeah.
I wondered whose bad idea that.
And we're getting underway with the second half. If we can have the volunteer flag stick people come back to the field, that would be great.
Yard line, number 80 or 30, pardon me. That's the Cowboy. Picks it up. He's got some speed. He's got some wheels. He's getting some blocking. He's coming up to midfield. He's still on his feet. Look at that! What a return to the 54-yard line.
Kickoff is returned
a 50-yard return for the Cowboy, Blaze Cameron.
To the center.
Well, okay, so I love the kick. A great big huge kick down to the 5-yard line.
Old school.
But you got to hold them down there. You can't. It was an onside kick when you add it all up here. Come on.
That was good. That was a great kick. Look at him. He keeps his poise, fumbles it, doesn't panic, and just goes.
And what's his nickname? The Cavalry?
The Cowboy.
The Cowboy.
Yeah, Josh is the Cavalry.
He got on his horse and rode that one right back to the 50-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
That saved a touchdown at the 54-yard line right there.
Yeah.
Red, we're should be grateful they hauled him down.
And we're talking size difference there. The defender who tackled him around the knees and didn't even have to bend over to do it. So I mean, great on the vertically challenged young man there to stay in there, because I see that cowboy running at me like that. I'm running the other way.
There you go. I'm getting out of the way. Here's the handoff. In the backfield. Looks like Struiksma, 43. Picks up a good 6-7 yards on that. And Blue comes out on fire in the second half. Sets up a 2nd and 2, and they're in the offensive zone at the 50-yard line.
I like Struiksma here, but watch him run. He's running straight up here. If someone shows him what those shoulder pads are really for, I think this guy's going to be bashing yards for a long, long time.
He's a great player. Like I said, he's got unbelievable breakout speed, but he doesn't juke.
No.
I haven't seen him quite juke all that well just yet. I think that's just going to come with time. By the second half of the season, it's going to be he's going to be beyond dangerous.
Yeah.
The handoff in the backfield, back to Struiksma. He's going to get that first down a little bit more, and maybe a yard or two extra. Blue rolling here to start the second half of CANEX Masonry and Landscaping Friday Night Lights, and they are on fire. I think the defensive play at the 2-yard line stopping them put a little fire in their tank. I think the Cowboy tossed on about 14 shovelfuls of coal into that locomotive because they are rolling here.
Yeah, no, I got to agree with you there. They're definitely coming in the right direction. What I really like about it here is you watch the running back, in it, whether it's Struiksma or
Cowboy,
Cavalry, any one of them. When they're getting the ball, they're at full stride. They're hitting the line at full speed. So,
Oh, there's the best bit of defense. Look at that, number 87, Taylor Both, the Moose.
Yeah.
Just beautiful bit of defense. Breaks through that O-line and holds down Struiksma. Sets up a 2nd and a rather long for the Big Blue Meanies.
Well, it looks like Taylor figured that Struiksma was showing off just a little bit too much there.
Getting a little too much daylight.
And had to put an end to that. I really like that attack there. He got in there hard. Good contain. Oh, there's number 5. Number 5's on there for the Big Blue Machine.
I like when he goes into the stance. He's got both hands on his knees. Bends those knees. Gets all intense. He's a blocker this year. He's having fun. I don't care what he does. As long as he's having fun, I'm a happy camper.
You know what I always say is a successful football season? When they want to come back the next year and do it one more time.
Hand off to the Cavalry. Up the middle. Gets the boat to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a little bit beyond. That'll set up a 2nd and about 9?
Maybe 8.
Maybe 8.
Yeah.
So a good bit of running there by Josh Caverly, the Cavalry, which is a tongue twister that has confounded all of us. But they're in the red zone, and they've taken about 4 minutes off the clock so far. So even if they don't score on this drive, it's still kind of a successful drive, eating up clock time with a 12-point lead.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, the longer they hold on to the ball, they keep that defense out there. And a lot of the players on the defense are playing on the offense, too.
Right.
So, you're tiring them out. And if they turn over the ball without scoring, it's a long field for that offense who've just been out there on defense.
Right.
So,
let's see what they can do here. Motion in the backfield. Dropping back for a pass. Here comes Both again. Doc. Whoa.
Oh.
Number 1 on number 1. Wyatt, the Rockstar Stobbs at pivot, gets hauled down by Nick Guitar Hero back. And that's a turnover on downs. And Red will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Wyatt Stobbs, eh?
The Rockstar.
The Rockstar. Here, a little interesting fact here. I worked with his dad when Wyatt was in the womb.
No way.
Yeah. I think even before that I was working with his dad.
Sweet.
Because there's an older Stobbs too, isn't there?
You know what? I don't know. I just know the two of them from football. There probably is.
Yeah, I think there's an older one too. But yeah, we worked. I worked for him. He was the manager at a warehouse out in Annacis Island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Back when I was going to finishing off my degrees.
Oh, okay.
Just before that, I had to fill time and make some money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. What did you study?
Tech, computer tech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Where'd you go to school?
Open Learning Agency.
Oh.
So learn at your own pace.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of online stuff, a lot of do-it-yourself. Right?
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I condensed 3 years of school into about a year and 8 months.
Nice.
So
nothing wrong with that. Looks like we have a timeout here. And that is Jared Dades, defensive coordinator, coming out talking to his boys. And I see Derek Wegner, head coach, arousing his troops, getting them focused. 7:51, 12-point Blue lead. A lot of football left to play.
Red needs to get on the board here right away.
Yeah.
They got to start putting a bit of pressure on offensively. They're doing great defensively. I mean, only give up 2 scores to a team that's running as well as Blues running right now is good defense, right? They're chunking the field nicely. They're hitting the line in stride. They're doing really good. But now Red has to answer back. Yeah. They got to come back down the other way.
Taylor Both, that play for Red on that sack was massive.
Yeah.
You can see a real change in complexion. Their back straightened up a bit more. They got a little more spring in their step. Because Blue, if they had scored on that drive, would have been a nail in the coffin. So that was a huge stack by the Moose, Taylor Both there, to force that ball the other way. Here we go. Going for the shotgun. Motion in the backfield. Number 22, direct snap to the Roadrunner. Look at that. First down. What a bit of running.
Wow, just drive those legs.
DJ is so strong. He is just so strong.
And great running. And I love the way he hits that contact and he drives his legs. I'm going to say the same thing that I'm going to say that I said about 43 here, Struiksma here, is that get those shoulders down. They're hitting that wall standing straight up.
Yeah.
So it's a hug fest is what's happening here. They get those shoulders down and drive through the bodies. And if the defenders are standing up, those shoulders are hitting bellies. That's going to make people, back off a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 51-yard line for Red. They're in the offensive zone and they're rolling. Back to, over to Hayden Maston. Does he get to the outside? He got some blocking. Picked up a few yards, a good 6 yards on that carry. Raid the Bulldog Maston. Did some fancy maneuvering in that backfield, got a good block, and picked up a good 6 yards.
Well, I like this here. Maston gets the ball, and a great fake here, right? Great, fabulous fake. They bid on it, and Raiden ducks around the guy, but lets his blocker come back and pick him up so he can get that 6 yards. He was tackled behind the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that blocker coming back.
Good bit of football. Love the team sport. Direct snap, back to DJ. Keeps it himself, cuts through, and he gets, look at that. Look how hard it is to bring him down. Look how hard it is to bring him down. That's another first down for Red, and they are on fire. They are rolling.
And okay, so he hits the line here, cuts back up, but he has this great spin move. Well, like watch this here. He comes up, turns upfield, and then first contact spin.
Yeah. Right?
Takes the hands right off of him, gets another 5 yards after that.
And Riley, the trucker, Dim Truck, with the tackle on that play for Blue. The 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Handoff. Back to number 22. You have to forgive me. I missed the. Nope, that is number 43 for Red. My mistake, and that is Ronan the Barbarian Care.
Ronan the Barbarian.
He picks up.
Do you make up these names?
Well, he was on my flag team. Oh, yeah, I do make it up. The nicknames are half the fun.
Oh, they're great. I love them.
He's on my flag team. He's a sweetheart. I really like him. Him and Trent Cote, Mr. Cote, we call them. Ty Wine, Fine Wine, Chase Wine, Manhattan. Look at that. DJ Stevens punches through. That's another first down. Half the team to bring him down. He's so strong.
Yeah, but it's at 43 there. 43, which is Struiksma again.
Yeah.
Wrapped up his ankles. He wasn't going anywhere.
No. And again, it's the marriage made in heaven between those two and opposing. Imagine if they're on the same team.
Yeah.
Who else? Oakley was on that team. Farland.
And you coach this flag team, or is it just?
It was me and Jerry Talker. Logan Talker is. I don't think he's here tonight. Logan's a big O lineman. Played first year last year. Pee Wee made All-Star. There's a nice little smother job by Blue in the backfield. That'll set up it's 1st and 10. Pardon me. We're at the 15, so that should be a second and about maybe 8 or 9. So Blue set them down there in the red zone, which is Blue is going to have to do if they want to preserve this lead.
Oh, definitely. They were able to do it the last time. But, I mean, once, like you said, Wagner went for a bit of size on that for that O-line, and I can see why, because like I said, he's the king of the wedge, and this wedge is working, so why break it, right?
Handoff in the backfield. Look at that, number 32, the swimmer, Randolph. Don't call me Hurst. McEnroy gets, flag on the play, and we got an injured player by Red. Someone's in a lot of pain.
Well, and it's a late flag, too. I don't know if something happened after the play. We'll get to see the replay here. See if we can catch it. So
there's a nice clean handoff. Breaks the tackle in the backfield. Speaking of strength, picks up a few yards. I didn't see it, though.
No, I didn't see anything. But it's backing over from where the camera angle is there.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I was following the play, and it just.
Me too. It almost looks like, here we got a better angle.
Handoff. I didn't see it. Must have been it was a block after the play, and the.
Yeah, it looked something like on the backside there, because this young man here wasn't on the ground when it moved out of camera view, so it must have been after the fact.
Now, I don't know if he's favoring a shoulder or a wrist or an elbow. Helmet's coming off, and that's not a good sign. That's never a good sign. He was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he looked like he was in a lot of pain there.
All right, we have a bit of an injury timeout. One more time. Let's plug our Big O 50/50 tire, our Big O Tires 50/50 draw. You can do it online for a Cume. You can buy tickets at the stadium. There he is. He's a warrior. He's coming back. He'll be okay. You know what? They'll love that. Teammate gives him a pat on the shoulder. Absolutely love it.
Well,
Logan Talker, dad, Jerry, he's become a bit of a friend of mine. He coached in flag and asked me to assistant coach for him, and we had an absolute blast. Logan Head was on that team. He was the center here. Has been with Derek since flag, I think. Fantastic center. Ty Wine, Chase Wine, Manhattan, Mr. Trent Cote. We had a lot of fun. Benny was on that team. Always fun. It was a fun game.
So obviously it was an unnecessary roughness call here because they moved up right to the 1 yard line.
That's a 1st and goal at the 1 for Red. 3:51. They're down by 12 points, and Red needs this touchdown. They need this touchdown. Direct snap going to DJ. Bet you he carries it himself. There he goes.
No,
nice handoff. Beautiful.
Yeah.
What a fake. And that is number 8, Raiden Maston, with the 6-point major. Gets him within 4. Sorry, go ahead.
Massive play by the Maston. It was just a great. I really like the way that DJ's handling these misdirections and these option handoffs here. Is the Jet's coming across, and he's not giving it to him as he starts to come across. He's holding it out after he passes the body. So it looks like he doesn't give it to the Jet, and then he fakes and runs up the middle. The defense is biting on it.
They're doing a superb job. That was an amazing drive for Red. That's exactly what they needed to get back in this game.
Yeah.
See what happens on the PAT.
Well, and it's unfortunate, too, that
There's
penalty.
A snap. And that looked good to me.
Yeah.
Fantastic kick. So that puts them within 4. 2. What am I saying? I can't do math. There's 2. A 16-14 lead, and we have a whole new ball game at 3:40 in the third quarter.
The scoreboard operator didn't get the extra 2 points up there in time, so we'll blame it on her, not your bad
That's
math.
right. Yeah.
No, that penalty there after the play, unnecessary. That's what I called unnecessary roughness.
Yeah.
Put them on the 1 yard line. That hurt that blue team because their defense was looking solid.
They had a great start to this half on that kick return, 50 yards, drove it a bit more, and then Taylor Boff, I'll go back to it, had that sack, and that turned things around for Red. That was the shot in the arm that they needed. That was the shovel full of coal in the big Red Machine's engine. What was the Mad Max thing, the original Mad Max, and he had was it nitrous? Nitrous oxide going in the engine, was that it?
Yeah.
And the V10 Interceptor, the old British Javelins.
Oh, great movie.
Those were the days. I didn't like the new one. The remake didn't do anything for me.
I enjoyed the movie, but not as a Mad Max movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing Mad Max about it.
No.
No.
Good old Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Oh, look at them shoveling over. You know why? Because Ian Parks is screaming, left, left. Here comes the kick. There's another fantastic kick. Picked up by number 80, number 20, pardon me. Does he get some room? He does not.
Really.
And number 43 for Red, just a beautiful tackle, and that's the Barbarian, Ronan Carrier, one more time. Shining. That was a great tackle.
Yeah, he got down there. He got down there quick. What I like about this, look at the height on this. So it goes up really high. He fields it well, but by the time he gets turns to run, the red shirts are already on him.
Yeah, that's good speed by Red. Look at that.
And
and that was Ben Frosty Frost on that catch, number 20.
And the Barbarian, Ronan there, he sits down nicely and forces the runner to make a move first. So he sits in his hole, and he can't turn upfield because there's more red shirts there. Yeah. You got to come in for the hug. You got to come in for the hug.
Blues ball at their own 40-yard line, and Blue needs a big drive here if they want to seal this deal and take this game. There's a handoff in the backfield. I'm guessing that's Struksma. It is. Number 43, nice bit of juke in there, picked it up, and he got a good 5 yards on that play, maybe 6, and is a 2nd and 4 at about the 51-yard line.
Number 1, this is Beck. He was playing quarterback, and now he's playing safety, and he steps up and makes a textbook wrap-up tackle.
That's good. Textbook safe contact tackle, eh?
Yep.
Wraps him up, head up, in the shoulder, in the chest plate.
Yep, and rolls him. You know, wrap and roll, wrap and roll.
Wrap and roll. Here we go. 2nd and 4. 51-yard line. Handoff in the backfield. Ooh, into a wall of red. May have picked up a yard or two in that play, but not much else. That was the cavalry getting that ball.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of room for him to work with there.
No.
So that's Cavalry, 34, eh?
Yeah,
Josh. Cavalry. He shot up in the last year.
He's always been a big kid. He was on JB Blue last year, the team that went to the provincial final, which was just a massive juggernaut of a team. And good on the Victoria Renegades for stealing that championship from them. But yeah, he was a smaller kid. Again, it was a smaller kid, first-year junior bantam, and yeah, he's starring this year. The rock star, the number 10. Oh no, right through the hands, and he had Andrew Fearless Fawcett in his sights, and that's a turnover on downs, and that's not good for Blue. Red is loving it.
When you watch here, Stobbs gets the ball away nicely. Fawcett turns around on the hook, and he runs a good route here. Turns around on the hook, but he came back about 1.5 yards.
Oh, yeah, no.
And really, you just want to come back a step for that ball. He came back just a bit too far, and now he's coming underneath the ball going over. I'm sure all of you can see my hand motions right now, but he's coming forward.
It's like a puppet show.
Going over. You know, and that's the unfortunate thing when you're trying to teach the hook at a young level.
There's the swimmer. Look at that.
Oh.
42 on 32. Penalty marker on the play.
I know, maybe it's 10 yards for pile driving because he got a hold of him and
wrapped him up around the shoulders. But that's number 32, Randolph McElroy, who's Derek Wegner is just loving. And if that's not a first down, it's pretty darn close. Is that against Blue? They call him a penalty against Blue?
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness. That's a big penalty. Blue needs to discipline themselves up here in this second half. That's the second unnecessary roughness in this quarter. And one of them already cost him a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened there for the penalty because really didn't look much on the tackle. It must have been somewhere else in the play.
Yeah, the tackle looked pretty clean to me.
Yeah.
You're mentioning tackles, and we were talking about Nick Beck came up with that perfect safe contact tackle. A friend of mine at Facebook posts this, best 100 or 20 college tackles.
Yeah.
And it's clips, and every single one of the guys is driving in their opponent with the helmet up high.
Yeah.
And it drove me crazy. And look at that handoff. Maston, the Bulldog, ran into a bit of traffic there, picked up a few yards, but I'm just loving what they're doing in the backfield. And do we have an injured player here?
No, Blues yelling that they must have gotten the ball.
I don't think the ref's signaling that.
Not in the slightest. Can you watch here? The ball doesn't come loose until he hits the ground.
Oh, yeah, no way.
And then they strip the ball. So,
No
I mean,
way.
that ball's on. That's a down.
Yeah, so that is a 2nd and about 8 for Red, and they're in the 29-yard line. So red is approaching Blue's red zone, and they're steamrolling here. And Blue is going to blow this lead. And there goes the Roadrunner. Look at him cut to the outside.
Oh, look at those wheels.
He's in the end zone. Oh, just pushed him out of bounds. That's a 1st and goal. Got to be in the 1 yard line.
Well, and here's the thing. He's faster than the linesman who couldn't get down there to see if he actually did get that ball over the pylon. So we're going to watch the replay here. And look at the wheels here. He just direct snap, takes the ball. He's running the whole time.
Gets a couple of good blocks.
Good deke there, too. And he comes out, and no, he doesn't. That ball does not go into the end zone. Oh, and he somersaulted. He did a somersault at the end there for a little finesse.
And Blaze the Cowboy Cameron shoves them off here. I'm guessing they're going to score in the next 2 tries. Another direct snap. Ball is up. Did he get it in?
Oh.
No. What a play.
I thought he was just throwing it away there, and all of a sudden the body came out of nowhere.
Nice.
This is an exciting game.
This is a very exciting game. And Blues defense better wake up and get a caffeine jolt because they've got a mere 2-point, rather fragile lead that they're going to lose in the next 1.9 seconds if they're not careful.
Well, and here, once again,
direct snap. Did they get it in? I can't see.
Well,
it looks like they're signaling it.
Yeah,
and that is a red touchdown, and they take the lead. At the end of the 3rd quarter, they're up by 4 points over Blue.
So here we got a direct snap to 43, and he just bangs it in. And 43 is the Conehan, or the Barbarian.
Ronan the Barbarian.
Yeah, great job.
PAT will push that up to 6 points. And Blue had a nice lead in that first half, and they just let it evaporate.
Well, they've already missed 1 PAT. They're only 1-1, so let's see what happens here.
Well, that looks good to me.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 is all you need. A 2016 lead, red over Blue. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And Blue has 12 minutes to figure it out, or they're going to be heartbroken at the end of this game.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're getting in the heads, I think, a little bit here.
I go back to Taylor Both and that sack. That was a turning point for this half.
Yeah, TSN turning point right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chilliwack Minor football turning point.
Well, so they're marching. They get that sack. They get another stop. They get the turnover on downs. They come back. They march down the field, and now they're in the lead.
Yeah.
Bing, bang, boom. It's that quick.
You can lose a game in 3 plays.
Quicker than my first marriage.
Wow, and that was quick.
Yeah, it was.
I blinked and missed it.
Longer than I wanted it to be, but it was quick.
Sounds like you were deeply in love, Matt.
I was 20. I was in love with myself, honestly.
Who wasn't at that age?
I still am, really. Just don't tell anybody.
Okay. Oh, my God. We got to go on the road.
Well, I'm driving to Abbotsford after the game if you want to come for the ride.
Oh, I'm going home. I'm going to bed. We're back here. We've got picture day tomorrow.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So we're all back here for picture day.
I keep saying one of your guys' picture day, I'm going to sneak out in all my Falcons gear and just photobomb it.
Good luck with that. All righty.
So we're talking about onside kicks earlier, and these guys don't. They kick deep.
God love them.
I do a lot of onside kicks with my stuff, but I tell my guys, if you're going to onside kick,
nice, not too bad. Beautiful kick, nice catch. And that was number 46 on the punt return. Riley, the trucker, Dimtruck, and he gets to about the 50-yard line. So Blue is a 1st and 10, 11:56 to go in the 4th on their own 50-yard line, and they need a big play to really turn things around.
So I tell them, aim, find the one guy in the front row that's looking a little disinterested and maybe watching a few butterflies.
Okay.
Kick it at his forehead.
Right.
You can bounce it off that, and then you recover the ball because they touch it, it's there, it's open, you jump on it.
You know what I like to see is when you set up for the onside kick and just boot it as hard as you can in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Because A, I hate the onside kick, and B, I just love watching people scramble crazily trying to get a ball that's dribbling towards the end zone.
Yeah, and you always have just one quick guy standing out here looking like he's not doing anything.
Yeah. Here we go. Fever at pivot. Motion in the backfield. There's a handoff. Going to the cavalry. He's cutting to the outside. Does he get some blocking? He picked up a good 6 yards on that play. And that puts Blue in just barely red territory at the red 54-yard line.
So I'm guessing just from the layout here, because that's the home field bench over to our left.
Correct.
So red's the home team?
Correct.
And I guess when the cheering from the scoreboard operator and the field announcer.
That is correct.
Yeah, they're red team as well.
Yeah. And if you're going to be the scoreboard operator and you're going to be the announcer and it's your kid's team, you cheer all you want, quite frankly.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to seeing a red beard next week, Friday.
Just. You know what? Just back me up on the announcing here, okay, pal?
I got you, brother. I got you.
Here's the snap. Fever dropping back. Ball's in the air. Ball caught. Doesn't get anywhere.
Now he got about 2 yards on it. It was a good play. Fever turns this ball really quick and gets it out really fast. Defense read it well and jumped it, but watch here. Fever takes a snap, drops back, fires the ball on a rope. I love that. I hate those little rainbows out to the outside. Defense stayed home on him though.
Yeah.
And you got to give it to the defense on that one. Got about 2 yards.
I'm trying to figure out. I think it was number 20, Ben Frosty Frost, making the catch there, but I'm not 100% certain. That sets up a 3rd and about 4. We're at the red 52-yard line. Blue needs to make it happen. I formation, I'm guessing, is a handoff. No, going for the same play. Look at this. Bang.
Yeah, it's going to be looks like it's going to be short too. Same play, same result. He gets about 2 yards, not quite enough for a first down.
Blue needs a big play to get back into it. That was not a big play. That's a turnover on downs. Red takes over at their own 52-yard line.
No, I'm not going to question. I try not to question head coaches. I know Greg Fawcett personally. I question his fantasy football choices, but I try not to question his coaching choices there. But they've gone away from Strixma, who was just chunking the field for them earlier in the game. Big 15, 20-yard games. They've gone away from that for some reason, and I think they need to get back to that if they want to have success here.
Ooh, live ball in the backfield. That was dangerous. That was close. That could have been a Blue recovery. It pushes the ball back about a good 8 to 10, almost 10 yards for Red. But good news for Red, they got that ball back.
Well, you watch here, that there's the handoff. It goes, and the Blue defender there, if he had seen that, he literally, because both Red guys were running in the opposite direction that the ball was going, and he could have gotten that and just kept running.
As it stands, it's a 2nd and long direct snap going to the road runner. Look at him cut through. Look at that, still on his feet. Look at this. Look at this. Gets back to both the original line of scrimmage, sets up a 3rd and 10. We're back to the 51-yard line. Maybe the 52. Red has found their formula. Direct snapping DJ. They're getting good blocking by their O-line. Almost a horse collar there. And someone grabs onto an ankle, and that prevented the first down. Here we go. That's another direct snap to DJ. He's going to the outside. He's going to throw. The ball is up. He's got a man.
Oh, okay.
Now it's getting interesting. That was a gutsy play by Red at 3rd down. If Parker, I bet you that was Parker Clark he was looking for, number 80. Clark catches that ball. There's no stopping him.
Okay, wide receivers, do not turn around and run backwards when you're looking for the ball. Keep running. Let the quarterback hit you. You're backpedaling like that. As soon as you have to try and get up for that ball, you're going over backwards.
Okay, Blue takes over possession. They're now at the Red 52-yard line, 53-yard line, and this is it for Blue. Blue needs to score in this drive. They're down by 6 points. They had a 12-point lead going into the second half, and they need something big here. They need something really big here if they want to win this game. Strugsman's back in the backfield with cavalry. Got the slot backs heavy on the left side, and someone has just called a timeout. Blue calls a timeout. Here comes
No, Red did.
Red did. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Red called the timeout.
I keep thinking it's the bench.
Yeah.
And it's not.
No. Yeah. Obviously, the defensive coordinator saw something he didn't like there.
And that's Sheldon Toddhunter strolling onto the field, talking to his boys. Mike Kelly boosting up his troops. Greg Fawcett does an interesting thing. He likes his quarterbacks, and he's got Rockstar Staubs and Airshow Fever, and they're both first-year junior bantams.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, Aiden Saunders is injured.
Yep.
So there's not much he can do there. But a lot of his quarterbacks are first years, and he uses them a lot. And I find that very interesting, especially at the junior bantam level.
Well, and isn't Greg, this is his first year in junior bantam,
correct,
too?
Yeah.
So he's come up with these boys. If I remember
From
correctly,
Pee-wee.
Fever was with him at Pee-wee last year.
And the year before.
And Staubs as well.
Yep, and Sam the year before.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Jason Staubs, the dad, and Greg Fawcett are friends.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, as well. And I know they played men's touch in Abbotsford together. They're same fantasy football league as I am.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jason isn't anymore. He used to be. And you know, I think that when you get like-minded football people like that, and you work with your kids year after year after year, you have these kind of successes that the blue team is having here. You know, the way they've played today, and you're telling me they're down 7 or 8 starters. I mean, that's going to be a tough-looking team when everybody's back and healthy.
Yeah. No, they're hanging in. They're playing well, but they did have a 12-point lead that they've surrendered. So they need to score on this drive. Like, they need something big happen on this drive. And Red is just playing fantastic. Look how poised they are. They're ready to pounce. Look at that defense. And that is going off to, I think, Struxma. Picked up a few yards on that play. Not a bad handoff. No, that was the Cavalry, Mr. Josh Cavalry. A good 5-yard gain on that. Sets up a second and about, we'll say 6. And they're at the 48-yard line. Do that two more times.
Watch here. Cavalry's running downhill. Gets that ball. See, he kind of stutter steps there, and I think that's what hurt him. Earlier in the game, they were hitting that line full stride. They weren't doing that little stutter step. They were taking what was there and working with it. And like I said, I don't know why we've gone away from Streaksma here.
Well, there they are now.
Yeah.
Fullback and tailback, I formation. Fever at pivot. Slot back, so we got some motion now. He's dropping back. They're blocking. Oh, no, look at that. Sets up a 3rd and long. Mr. Cote coming in for the sack.
Yeah, Trent Cote. Great job here. He gets through, and he doesn't stop. And it looks like the quarterback, it looks like Fever's going to get away from him here, but he just falls on the back of his leg. And that's got to hurt, too. That's Fever, right? 12? Yeah, Lucas Fever. That's got to hurt as well, because you get a lot of weight just coming down on your back of your calf there.
That's a dangerous. He can blow it. I've seen bad things happen when those kind of tackles. So.
Running back into the huddle there, he's kind of hobbling a little bit.
He'll be okay. He's a trooper.
Yeah, he's got the fever.
He's got the fever. All right, 3rd and now 12. They're in deep. I formation. Slot backs in motion. Looks like they're setting up again. No, look at that. And the defense on Red comes through huge on that play.
And poor Fever, like, he just gets crushed here. I didn't catch the number of the big guy that came across. They come across hard. Wraps him up and just drives him down. What, did we get a number off that guy?
I can't see.
I think it's 87. I think it's Taylor Booth again.
Taylor Both. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
But poor Lucas Fever gets up. I'm going back to soccer.
He plays hockey. He never
hockey, does he? Yeah.
Come on, hey.
Yeah. When that guy, that D-line's massive.
Red takes over on the blue 50-yard line. 1st and 10. There's a live ball. And a lucky break for Red. Reed Maston jumps on that thing, pushes it back about 8 yards.
Yeah.
Second time we've seen that tonight, and Blue has failed to capitalize on those fumbles.
Well, I think Red's just saying, 10 yards, no, we want a running start at it. Yeah. So we're just going to back it up on the 1st down. give 2 downs, and we're going to make a running start here.
My guess on this play here, it's going direct snap to the Roadrunner. And you mentioned Blue's gone away from Struxma. Red's gone heavily on Roadrunner, number 22. And it's working for them.
They pulled their quarterback all together and just stuck it right to him.
Going direct snap. Here it comes again. Watch this. Nice fake there. Maston cuts in.
Nice job.
Brings him down, but he picked up a good 9 yards on that run.
Yeah. He's back just short of the original line of scrimmage, but, I mean, that's a big chunk. They're in the blue territory, and, you know.
3rd and 10 at the 50.
They're killing time.
They got a 6-point lead. It's gravy. This is all gravy for them. Blue needs to get that ball back, but I don't know. The way Red is just so fired up right now. I just can't see it happening. We'll see. There's a direct snap again. Watch it happen. Roadrunner keeps it. He's getting some blocking. He's got crazy speed. Look at that.
Look at him go.
And that's a first down. They are rolling.
Did you see that? He dropped the shoulder. That's the first one I've seen all night, and it was beautiful.
They're listening to us online, Matt.
Yeah. That's those eye watches, I tell you. Those darn Apple watches.
And it looks like the Roadrunner's in a little bit of pain. He's on his hands and knees. He's got a bad knee.
Oh, no.
And this would just be awful.
Yeah. He's having trouble with that leg, that's for sure.
Oh, he's walking.
Oh,
okay,
he's
that's
good,
a good
good.
sign. That's
Yeah.
a good sign. He was hobbling for a few minutes there. He's okay.
And you're saying he's got a bad knee?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you get a little bit of a bang on a boo-boo already. It hurts for a little bit longer, right?
Well, you tweak it just enough, and you know you get that memories of skateboarding accidents come back to you. So he'll sit out for a play or two.
Just had a flashback when you said that.
We got Nick Beck, number 1. Wagner, number 33 in the backfield. There's the handoff. Who's got the ball?
Number 43, direct snap.
Nice. The Barbarian. He picks up a lot of yardage on that. That's a good 6-7 yard gain, and Red is just rolling here, and they are in full control of this game.
Yeah. I just got a message from one of the Falcons coaches. Roadrunner's a good player. Burned us a few times in flag. Yeah, I can see that. He's a quick player, that's for sure.
It's not so much that he's quick, he's just strong. Like, he's so strong. There's a direct snap. Can't even see who has the ball. They're keeping it on the ground. They're not taking any chances, just eating up that clock time. They set up either that's a first down or it's 3rd and very short.
Here it shows the dedication of the VCFL coaches. I'm getting text messages from, and I know Dave Brass out in Metteridge Knights is watching. Brett Buchanan, Abbotsford Falcons.
Hello from Chilliwack.
Yeah, they're all watching this game here tonight. They want to see what Chilliwack JV has to offer.
Oh, they're getting a showcase, man. This is a good game.
I like to think they tune in to hear us talk because everybody wants to hear me speak.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You know.
Yeah.
That's the way it works in my head, anyways.
First and 10. Oh, and there's another fumble, but Red recovers.
Running start. It's not a fumble. Setting up a running start.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that sets up a 2nd and 20 at the 30-yard line. Blues have their chances to recover these.
Yeah.
And they haven't, and it's just it's gift wrap. The ball's bouncing around the backfield, but they got nobody there.
And that's the thing. I mean, we practice this at our practices in Pee Wee, is because it happens in a game, and you got to be prepared for it. Looks like Red's used to it.
Direct snap. Nice little throw.
Job.
And Blue is there to answer, and the clock's ticking. And that sets up a 3rd, probably long. Red doesn't care if they give up the ball here. Look how deep they are in Blue zone.
Yeah.
If they give up a 3 and out, they got 70 yards going the other direction.
Just clock management at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if Fever's out there. So
there's the 3-minute warning.
I know we've got a other viewers online, like the VCFL president, Shell Sangier, is more than likely watching this game. And
love Shell. Hi, Shell.
If she's watching.
She's watching.
And I know my boys are watching this game. They turn the volume off, though. They don't
there
want
go
to hear
Nick
me speak.
Beck, and that's an interception.
This could hurt.
And Blue picks off that ball. That could be the shot in the arm they need. I think that's a bigger play if they third and out. That's a 1st and 10 now. I did not see who got the ball. You have to forgive me. It's a bit dark. Number 42 for the jackhammer, Jensen, the Pompadour.
Yeah, he stepped right into that. And then the receiver on the outside there is, one of our vertically challenged. And he just steps right in front of him. And he's such a big body. He gets his hands up high and takes it away from him.
So Blue gets the ball back. Would have been a 3rd and out anyway. But they get it on interception. They've got 3 minutes. They're on their own 20-yard line. And something needs to happen. Something big needs to happen. And like you said, they need to go back to Struiksma.
Yeah.
Just give that ball back to Struiksma. Get the Cowboy in there.
Get some yardage. Get big chunks of the field.
3 minutes is a lifetime. And there's a handoff to the Cowboy. Number 30. He's got some room. He's still on his feet. And that is a 1st down. And that is a nice big run. Gets that ball to about the 40-yard line. And that is a big play. Beautiful. Gets it to the 39-yard line. They need a lot of those plays in the next just under 3 minutes if they want any hope of winning this game. If they win this game, it'll be one of the most exciting games I've called for Friday Night Lights because, that lead has already changed hands once.
Yeah. It's been a great game. And everybody's watching, too. We've got packed field here. We got huge online numbers. I know Coach Dave Hicks, he's a JV coach with the Meadow Ridge Lights. He's watching as well. I mean, I know.
Nice bit of tackling in the backfield there. That was a handoff to the Cowboy once again. And look at that. Who was that made that catch, made that tackle?
It's number 61.
61, and he was just super pumped after that. Travis Richley.
Yeah.
Richie Rich.
He knew he needed that stop, And they get a turnover here, and this game's all but over.
They just called a timeout.
Yeah. No, you got to think the North Langley coaches, they're probably watching this too. They want to see. It's a huge deal because
Belichick, he's online.
Maybe Wally, but not Belichick.
Okay.
Actually, are the Lions playing tonight?
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Montreal, my old team, the Alouettes.
I looked up the standings the other day. They're 5-5. They're in the bottom of the West. They're still better than all the teams in the East.
Oh, it's a weird year.
It's CFL. I tell you.
It's a weird year. You got any games this year?
I've been to one.
Okay.
I had some tickets because I went to the Red Helmet. You did interview me. No, that was Steve, wasn't it?
I was not there.
Oh. Yeah, I went to the Red Helmet Awards, and because I attended that, they sent me some tickets. So I went and caught a game.
Nice.
Which was great. It was the one where Manny Arsenault became the number 3 on the all-time receiving list.
Sweet.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown right in front of us. Manny's done some training for in the off-season with my son. And I know him quite well. I got him in my phone, so we're friends.
Nice.
That's how that works.
Hi, Manny. You watching?
Yeah. No, he's probably playing, right?
Well, he's got the watch.
But he made a catch right in front of us, and he started doing the march.
Oh,
just fabulous.
You going to see any Chargers game this season?
No, actually, I'm going to L.A. in the end of October for a weekend.
Oh, okay.
And the Chargers are actually playing in New England.
Oh.
So I thought I'd go see the Rams.
Oh, there you go.
Bye week. So I figured, okay, USC.
Hand off to the Cowboy.
Oh.
Picks up a few yards, not enough for a 1st down. Sets up a 3rd, probably in about 5.
Probably about 9. They're behind the original line of scrimmage there. So you're looking at about 9 yards there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 9 for junior Bantam Blue Giants in their own end. Probably around 2 minutes to go on the clock. And they need a breakout play here. Like they need a huge
play. They need a 1st down.
Yeah.
This game, if they don't get a 1st down, this game's
back to
over.
the Cowboy. Do they get some blocking? He's cutting to the outside. And he
Great
did not get
defensive play.
Did not get that first down.
Oh, and that's DJ, the last DJ. And number 11 there that stopped him.
Look at that. Did you see that? You were just looking. You just looked away for Jason Visser, number 2, went up to the Cowboy, reached out, shook his hand, gave him a pat on the back.
Very cool. That's class.
That.
That's class. Yeah.
I like to see it. That's what I like to see.
Great stop. Good to see the DJ back in the game.
Yeah. What are you looking at your watch for?
Oh, I'm getting spam text here.
Oh, okay.
So, and I got to give a shout out to my friend Paula Sharp.
Okay.
Because I told her I would, and I waited to the very end of the game to do it. I'm driving her nuts right now, so she's spam texting me.
All right.
So, but she's at home watching the game.
Hand off Red in the backfield. Raiden Maston punches through. He's got some good wheels. Picks up a good 6 yards on that play. Red completely in control of this game right now with about just, I'd say, $1:30 on the clock.
Raiden's had a great game tonight. He's run a ton. He's run very hard. The red team's got some great misdirection going on. Fabulous.
I think what's happening with blue late in the game when the pressure's on is they're missing their leadership. They're missing those 7 starters, who most of which are second-year big players, and they needed that on the defense and the offense, and they're just not getting it.
Well, I said it earlier, but when I was talking about red, is that
there's a handoff to number 21, nearly lost the ball. Pushed back of just past the handoff mark at the line of scrimmage.
Their offensive leaders are also their defensive leaders. And on the blue side of the ball, these are guys that, you got 7 or 8 missing. They're not guys that are used to putting in this much time on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of first-year junior bantams on the blue side of the field right now.
Yeah. And, it's great to start a game off fast and come in at hard. When you're in the fourth quarter, it gets a little bit tiring, especially when you don't have that sub that can come in and give you a break.
Yeah, I mean, blue with the emissions has been playing quite well.
Yeah.
But I go back to Taylor Both on that sack. They've completely changed the momentum, and red's taken over, and they haven't given up. You go back to Super Bowl LI.
Yeah.
Falcons up 25 points. They thought they had in the bag. They tired themselves out, and the Patriots came storming back.
Yep.
And you got to sustain it. You want to start off strong, and you're full of energy. You're pumped up. That's great, but you got to hang on to that, and you got to keep that energy flowing right up to the fourth quarter. And right now, blue just doesn't have it.
Wait, and you stick. And I'm going to go back to it one more time. You got to stick with what's working.
Yeah.
Strakesma was getting the yardage.
Yeah.
And they went away from him. Yeah, he was getting stopped, but he was still making the yardage as well on other plays. So
they've gone back to the Cowboy. How are they going to set up here? Number 32, the swimmer, Randolph. Look at that. Josh Caverly can't even get him. Number 42 beats him. Picks up a first down. Kid is sick fast. He's so strong. I mean, Caverly he goes to Border Bowls. He's an all-star. You can't catch him. That's how fast that kid is. Unreal.
Well, and he got a bit of a block on him too, and he's running downhill at him. And the angle, you give him a bit tighter of an angle there, and I think he gets him. But he came kind of straight at him as opposed to more of a 45 there. It's one of the things I try and teach the boys, because I'm coaching Pee Wee this year, right?
Yeah.
Is you don't run at them, you run to where they're going.
Yeah.
And he came just too much straight there. A little bit pivot just a bit on the chase.
Here we go. What's going on with the red?
Well, the refs haven't whistled it in yet, so I'm not sure.
They're setting up I formation. There go the slot backs. Wait for the handoff. Nope.
Direct snap.
Direct snap. Defense showed up there. Got it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line. Pardon me.
Bless you.
You got a dry throat here. Dry hacking cough. Blue made a good defensive play there, but again, it's they need a massive turnover and a charge in the other direction, and I can't see it happening. I hate to.
Power of positive thinking, Tim.
I try and stay as positive as any person can stay positive.
I was positive you're going to get a red beard for next weekend, and look how it's turned out for me.
There you go. It's actually be on Monday at work. Guess I'm off to Walmart to get some beard chalk. There's the wedge. Picked up some good yardage, ate up some huge clock time.
And now, over on the blue team, on the coaching staff, you got some good football minds over there.
Superb.
Right? And, you know, Ian Parks, you got
Mike Kelly,
Jason
Stubbs, Jared Dades,
yeah,
Greg Fawcett, Tom Caverly.
Fawcett, let's not get too carried away.
Okay.
But no, seriously, I give Greg a hard time because I think the guy's fabulous. I love Greg. You got some good football minds. They get this ball back, they're going to take some shots, and they know who their guys are.
It looks like we've. They've called the game.
Took a knee.
Took a knee. Well, that was a very exciting game. A 22-16 Junior Bantam Red win over their blue rivals. I'm going to have a red beard come Monday, and that was just some exciting football.
Pictures on Facebook. I will be tagging it so everybody on my Facebook can see it too. And yeah, I think this was one of the most fun games I've had, mostly because I've had a little bit of separation anxiety.
There he is. Look, he's pointing at me. He's pointing at me.
That's awesome. You know, mostly because I've had some separation anxiety from you, Tim, because we haven't been hanging out for the last 8 months.
It's been horrible. It's been horrible.
It's been rough. But the football's back, and the Friday Night Lights is back, and we'll be here again next Friday.
I'm very excited.
You coming?
I'm here.
All right, I'm back.
All right, Mr. Matt Macri. For Tim Amy, Matt Macri, thanks for tuning in. CANEX Masonry and Landscaping, Friday Night Lights.
So you have it? You have that in the can? All right, now that the players are all ready, how about another big hand for both teams, folks? Okay, so for those of you who have entered the BC Lions draw, we're also going to be doing that draw in just a couple of minutes. But right now, we've got the International House of Pancakes most valuable players of the game as chosen tonight by the opposing team coaches. What a great Friday Night Lights game, though, boys. Wow, it was a close one right down to the finish. So the blue coaches have selected from the red team number 61. And Travis Richley. All right, so what's your name?
Travis Richley,
And what position do you play on offense and defense?
right tackle and tackle.
All right, well, congratulations on a great game today, Travis. Here is your coupon for a free meal and beverage at the International House of Pancakes restaurant. And the red coaches have selected from the blue team, number 30, Blaze Cameron. Well, that was a great game. My understanding is that was your first touchdown in tackle football that you scored tonight. Is that right?
Yes.
So first, is this your first year playing tackle?
Yes.
And how are you enjoying it so far?
Best time of my life.
The best time of his life, folks. Well, you can add to that a free meal and beverage the next time you're at the International House of Pancakes restaurant. Great game, great runs all day. So just 1 minute here. Who's going to do the draw? One of the players is going to be doing the draw here for the BC Lions tickets. DJ Stevens is going to come up here and announce the winner.
Amanda Beck.
Amanda Beck. All right, a big hand, the last hand once again. Team Red, Team Blue, a great game. Thanks so much for coming out, folks.